What makes a supervolcano super is the amount of material they can eject. Over 240 cubic miles of ash, dust and gas. Supervolcanoes do not leave behind nice cone-shaped mountains that you could stick on a postcard. Instead, once the magma chamber is emptied, the volcano collapses into itself, leaving a deep circular hole called a caldera, which often fills with water afterwards to form a lake. Compared to other large eruptions, supervolcanoes are in a class of their own. Luckily, they're really rare. There have only been 8 supervolcanic eruptions in the last 5 million years. This makes them about as dangerous as large asteroids. Or to put it another way, you're 5,000 times more likely to die in a traffic accident than due to having your face melted off by a supervolcano. The Yellowstone volcano is caused by what is known as a hot spot, similar to those found in Iceland and Hawaii. These are long-lived plumes of hot rock that rise from deep within the earth to trigger volcanism at the surface. The Hawaiian Islands were created one by one over the millennia. Though it appears that the volcano has moved along the Earth's surface, in reality the hot spot has remained relatively stationary. It's the Earth's crust that has moved. Above the magma chamber of the Yellowstone hotspot, the North American plate is slowly sliding to the southwest at about an inch a year. With each super eruption, a new caldera is formed, each one a little farther to the north. Besides the 3 caldera found in Yellowstone State Park, geologists have found evidence for 15 super eruptions over the last 16 million years, as well as 140 smaller eruptions. If Yellowstone erupted today, everything within 100 miles would likely be destroyed by pyroclastic flows. Dense, hot, rapidly moving dust clouds, like those which destroyed Pompeii. Bozeman, Montana and Cody, Wyoming would likely suffer the same fate. Up to 600 miles out from the eruption, many homes would be destroyed by the weight of ash falling on their roofs. Those who try to clear the ash had better have good dust masks. Volcanic ash is like tiny bits of broken glass, and once breathed in, can kill by cutting into the lungs. For millions of head of cattle, though, there will be no masks, and soon they'll start to die. Crops are also going to be smothered under the ash, and at a stroke, the breadbasket of the United States and Canada will be destroyed. By the end of the first day of the eruption, an inch of ash will be falling on the east coast. Soon planes throughout the northern hemisphere will be grounded as volcanic ash can choke their engines by melting inside them and coating them with a ceramic plaque. 3 days later, Londoners will wake to find a fine layer of ash covering everything like a grey frost. The eruption would probably only last a week or 2, but its effects would last for up to a decade. Ash and sulfuric acid aerosols would shade the whole Earth. Temperatures would fall by 12 degrees for up to a decade. With snow in June in the temperate zones, and with crops killed by frost, civilization would be tested as never before in our history.